The joys of streaming. Hmm. Are you there, Nick?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, so
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I don't really know what happened. I think there
No,
was some glitch with Hangouts. And like I could hear you for a while, but then you couldn't hear me, and then I think Hangouts completely died for me. So
ah,
I don't know what happened. I don't think I think the stream went on through all is going on through all that. So I don't know. Don't know. Pretty cool.
nice,
Nice, yeah.
nice. Oh, come on, dry down, guy.
Yeah, I feel that could be true. Like he could fit pretty well there.
Because
I
it'd be a
feel
shame to.
yeah, something will happen to the model. Yeah, I feel like it could work really well as like a Death Watch Marine.
Oh yes.
Because like I feel like his bolter, wow, it's pretty small, but I feel it's like pretty short and stocky, sort of like a lot of the Death Watch bolters. Like in general, they're a little shorter and stockier than that
Hmm.
seen on most of the Marines, or at least the standard bolters.
Oh, definitely.
So maybe he'll be used for something like that. I guess if I'd want that to be done, I'd probably have to get him a Death Watch shoulder pad. I don't know if I still have any of them.
I think I have loads.
I think I do, but I'd have to find it. Seems like I would. Like I know even like some of the before even they released all the plastic Death Watch stuff. Like I remembered some of like the old Space Marine Commander, like plastic Commander models and stuff. They
Hmm.
had they always typically had like one or two like Death Watch shoulder pads and stuff. Even before like, because yeah, that was way before like they were even a choice for like an army or something. But now I guess they are a whole army, right?
Yeah, they're a whole army now. They're that really cool flyer
Oh yeah, that
that actually
actually
kind of looks like it could flies,
yeah it
rather
looks
than
a
the
lot.
flying brick.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of the Space Marine flyers are pretty bad looking, or at least the Forge World ones. A lot of them are pretty good, but the non-Forge World ones, I think a lot of them, the biggest thing they suffer from, I think they're like just way too short. They're too short and stubby,
Yeah.
and like they don't really invoke what. Yeah, the Death Watch one. You think about it like that. I feel like if you ever wanted to make a cool Ink 28 like craft for your Inquisitor or something, like that's what you would base it off of, or it would be an easy thing to base your craft off of. Of course, it even has like Inquisitor symbols and stuff on it too. I think so. I think.
Oh yeah, it's got some big Inquisitor symbols.
Okay, so now I'm adding a few more little like details and stuff to the bolter since I like glued like I cut off a bolt pistol from the one Marine's hand. Like I'm sculpting like the rest of like the little pistol grips poking up from his pistol. Or in this case, I think this is just like a little stubby machine gun, like bolter, SMG style bolter. Where that's
Yeah, they look really cool. That's part of the reason I bought the Lake stuff because the guns just for Space Marines look pretty fucking
yeah, they
just
do.
awesome. That and the Van Sar guns as well. The Van Sar guns have been a boon for conversions.
Yeah, I feel a lot of the stuff. Um, while they weren't necessary, I don't think they were necessarily like perfect for the models they were sculpted for. They add a lot of pretty good like conversion options for.
Especially for people who want to do like a different guard style army or than the ubiquitous Cadians or like a Gene Stealer cultist army or something. They just provide so much more baseline human options.
Yeah, I agree. And like a lot of them even have stalks and stuff that
Oh
is
yes.
nice. Like I feel GW is finally getting a little bit better about some of that.
Just need to do new plastic Cadians or new guard. Those models are old.
They really do just need to release some new Imperial Guard. Because the
Because I
notion,
feel
like, you feel it very much should be like there are like countless worlds in the Imperium with each guard regiment being like unique and different with different equipment. So you so like the notion of just having this essentially just the plastic Cadians to represent all the Imperial
and some
Guard.
very old catechins
They're even older. Kind of does it a
and worse.
disservice. Yeah, they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad.
Well, the thing is now they've got a habit of releasing like kits with like different almost like say for a 10-man squad there's like 20 heads like you can have them all like helmeted or bareheaded. Like with a guard thing you could just do like a couple of different helmets or like even just sell upgrade sprues with like different styles of helmet would go a long way to differentiating like guard regiments.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, I feel there are a lot of things that would be pretty easy to do that could add a lot of needed variety.
Because people are doing, don't get me wrong, I love people's conversions. Like I've seen the Gene Stealer cults are great. I've seen like people mix Gene Stealer cults with like Skitari, like those head masks, and they look amazing
Yeah.
for like Imperial Guard. I've seen all sorts of like amazing stuff, but it would make things a bit easier.
Yeah, like the more human sized models and stuff they release and make, the better. And that I think is one of the reasons why a lot of people were so excited about them re-releasing all the Necromunda stuff and making new models. Well, I feel they're not. It's not like they're all perfect or anything, but they do. And the
Cough,
scales
cough,
are.
Orlocks.
And they're the worst. And the scales are like all fucked. They still, despite all of that, um, they've still added a tremendous amount of variety in components for all manner of things. But yeah, those Orlocks, my god.
Oh yeah, Kino Space Biker Gang, or I don't know.
No, yeah, they're bad. The Orlocks are awful. I hate them. I feel that might have been the worst release of the year for Games Workshop.
2017, wasn't it? Because they came
Was
out
it
just before.
2017? Okay, then yeah, that year it was the worst. God, I hated them. and they were one of the gangs I was looking forward to the most because they to me looked more like regular people, more like regular or at least regular white dudes. So in that sense, like, but like they had like T-shirts and like blue jeans and shit like that that I thought could be like good for like lots of different conversions and stuff. But
Hmm.
then they kind of just jumped the shark and made these like
Yep.
biker gang like dudes and made them overly muscled, made their hands too big and fat. Like they're just, yeah, I really don't like them.
Oh, I get you. I completely get you there. I'm excited now they've kind of got all the main original gangs now because they've said they've got like loads of other gang ideas that have never been explored before, which I
Yeah.
think would be really cool.
No, yeah, I mean, there's tons of stuff that they could work on. Like, they could make more of, like, the mercenaries and stuff. Like, because they had some weird mercenary type models. Like, they had the weird people with, like, the, like, winged jetpacks and stuff. Do you remember them?
Oh yeah.
And they could do
Oh
weird stuff
yes.
with maybe some of the redemptionists and everything. Oh, actually, another thing that do you remember when they were? It was I think on the community page. They for the Caldor release. They actually had like a
Yeah.
leader model with like a big axe and all these candles. Do you remember
Yeah.
pictures of that model? I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they just took that off. They're not ever going to release it because people complained. They were
Oh,
they were
the
offended
because of
by it.
the KKK style hood.
Yeah, he had the pointy hood.
I do get that sense. I could get that sense, but also it's like it's a weirdly Catholic thing, which I think that's where they were basing it from, because there is like a big Catholic gathering in Mexico and Spain where they wear those giant hats like that. Like it's a big like Catholic festival, so I thought
Yeah.
they were more going for that than the KKK. But I also do kind of get like maybe they didn't really want that association as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like I can certainly understand why maybe some people would not be thrilled by it because but in some regards like I feel they probably could have just modified the model slightly to release
Given it an
it.
executioner style hood or something like that.
Yeah. Because like I feel that would have been a model that you would had it been released, you would see that everywhere in conversions.
Like the old Blight champion.
Yeah, because he has all the little candles and stuff on his hood and everything. And now, like, if you want to do that, you actually have to sculpt the candles and stuff yourself, which I mean is doable. And
It's not too hard.
no, but it's still more work, so it's gonna be harder to actually do it. Alright, so I think I did about as much sculpting and stuff as I can. So I added some straps to the little pouches on the model. I did some more sculpting on his machine pistol. And so hopefully later on in the evening for me I can do a little more sculpting on him.
Mm. Okay. Oh wow.
But probably won't be on stream.
Yeah. Oh, fair. Oh man, I am really happy how this base is turning out.
Okay. okay. So you've done away with the glow
Yeah,
and such.
the glow is very tacky, and I think certain people complain about it being too high fantasy. So
Yeah, okay.
decided to go for a miserable kind of like like really old. I looked up some reference of really old stonework, so I'm currently dry brushing some grayish green to go for like look like lichen and some
Yeah,
yellows and stuff, which is actually looking really, really nice.
that sounds great. The bases and stuff can be really fun to work on if you're. What I often tend to do, or I try to do when I'm painting a model, is like I will maybe about when I'm like halfway through painting the model, I'll go and work on the base
Ah,
because I found sometimes if like I get to the point where like I'm almost done with the model and all that's left of the base, it's like I'm too gung ho to have the model finished and I don't spend as much time on the base as maybe I could and or should. But if I go and do it earlier, then
oh, I never thought of that. For me, always like the base is the kind of the capstone for me. Like I'm like, what can I do with it to make it look good and make the model pop?
so I mean that's true too. I feel for me it just depends on how I'm feeling with the model and if I'm like say tired of working on it, then or if I think that I will get tired of working on the model, then like I have to paint the base earlier because otherwise like I mean I'll still do a good job with it, but
Mm.
I maybe I wouldn't spend as much time thinking about all the little details and stuff that I could add to make it that much better.
Oh yeah, I think that's totally fair. Let's do a little bit of a glaze.
All right, so I think pretty happy with what I did here today. If anyone you viewing this or you come and watch it later, um, did some work on this little ghoul here, sculpting his butt. It's an important thing to do. And I did a bunch more work on this Space Marine model here. So mainly detail work today, and so I feel that's something that if you spend a lot of time adding cool little details and extra touches to your model, even if not the few people who actually notice some of those details make it all worth it, I think. So, something to work towards.
Oh, fantastic! The details you put into the model is like again, like as I was saying, it all tells like a little story, even if it's not necessarily clear. Like people will draw like stories and conclusions in their head to,
Yes, that's true too.
which I really really like because nice miniature should be like a little vignette.
Yes.
Right, just gotta let the base dry now.
Perfect.
Take some photos of it.
Alrighty, so maybe we can show a few photos of that, and then maybe I'll end up the stream.
Yep. Right,
Actually,
let me just.
here I put up. Here's a picture of the bolter that I'm working on. For any of the viewers. It still needs to be cleaned up a
Oh,
little.
looks like Eric's here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Incredible.
It says very important work. I don't know how long ago, but
Oh, yeah, shit, I didn't see that. Yeah, so cool. It is important work adding the resculpting the butt of the model. uh,
I think there's a song about that.
yeah. Yeah.
Right, let's clear my desk. There we go. Yeah, that bolter looks really cool. I really like it.
So I have like a little extension for the barrel, like a little brass piece that I have to finish and insert in there. So it's gonna look. There's still some more work that has to be done to it. but it's getting there.
Oh, definitely. Like, I'm looking forward to like the brass pieces. I'm definitely going to have to go look at and invest in some because they
Yeah,
look like a really nice way of doing a barrel. Because sometimes that's the hardest thing,
getting something the
sorting
right
out a barrel.
size, etc.
Yeah, because otherwise you like I have to like trim down other barrels, and it never looks quite as even as just a nice bit of brass rod.
Yeah, so Albion alloys, that's what I would. If you look into anything, that's what I'd look
Let's have a
into.
look. Let's have a gander. Albion alloys. Do you sell?
Albion.
Oh my word! I think are they a UK-based
I
company?
sort of
Even
thought they
better.
were. Yeah, so that should
Yeah,
be
with
really
Albion.
easy for you. But yeah, so I just ordered them off of eBay, and it wasn't too hard. So I feel like just about anyone could find them, and even if it's not directly from this company, you can probably go to a bunch of. There's certainly somewhere online that has some of the stuff. Boy,
Right.
Eric just said something. I am in. Wait, I am in. I can't read anything.
I am in a hotel in Baltimore,
Oh.
is what he said.
Okay, I really need to get another monitor to like stream this stuff so I can have all of like the Streamlabs stuff going larger on another monitor because it's too hard to see stuff. Everything's too small.
Right. I think this chap is done.
Perfect.
Let's send over some pictures. Use my paintbrush case as a nice background because I don't actually have a thematic background like a lot of people seem to have. I'll move my paintbrush out of the way. Maybe sticking him on the cork is a better idea because you get a better sense of him. Because gives a bit more height so you can actually see his mouth because he's kind of got a stoop. He's got very bad posture.
Mordheim hasn't done him well.
No decent chiropractors in Mordheim.
I don't think so.
Right. Let's see. Let's go to the decent settings of my camera. There we go. All right, I'll start sending these through in a moment.
Sounds good.
Let's get a top-down view so I can get his tattoo. And then let's take a look at his lovely little face. Face only a mother could love.
Yeah. If its mother is still around. Probably.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe. Maybe that's a future project.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be an interesting modeling challenge. Might even push my rather strong stomach there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. All right. Time to wing these across to you guys. Oh. Do. Right. Oh, man, these are some good pictures. Voila. They should be coming through any moment now.
Yeah, no, I just got that. He looks great. All the little weird like tattoos and stuff look really cool.
Yeah, they're lamprey mouths.
Yeah. That's cool.
I'm so happy with how he turned out.
creepy lamp. Yeah, wow, look at that. The base actually works really well too. It looks like there's like the little sig bar like thing in the that looks great. Yeah, it's the little lamprey tattoos all over him.
Yeah, and I really went for a kind of a weathered stone feel, like lots of greens and browns, like it's like rain slick and kind of just
Yeah,
nasty.
no, that's good.
Oh man, so happy with how he turned out.
Yep, he'll fit right into more time. All the squalor and I love his like mouth and everything. That's like my favorite
I
part, I think.
I'm so happy with how the mount. Spent ages on that doing
Yeah,
like gum highlighting and
yeah,
all
it
that
looks
jazz.
great. Yep, now he'll fit right in. He'll look great.
Just need to decide what to call him. Like, what would they call their wizards?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Well, I mean, I feel probably they're gonna be what like other dwellers and people who go into Mordheim that have seen these things. Like we can probably come up with names for all of the stuff in Eric's Warband, kind of just based on like what the humans or like elves or whoever's going in there have seen these weird things. Like they'll have weird names and stuff for them. That's what I'm thinking.
So I have to think because I like to post a little snippet of lore whenever I post on Instagram.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing to do.
Maybe I'll call him like a lamprey weirdling or something like that.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks everyone for listening. Wait, oh, Eric just says the painting looks really good. Excellent tattoos!
Oh,
Exclamation point! Exclamation point! So yeah.
oh, thanks, Eric.
All right, everyone. Well, thanks for tuning in, and until next time, happy hobbying.
Thanks for hosting me.
Yep, thanks for joining me and talking with me as I've fumbled around with the
Oh
camera.
no, it was a nice way to sort of keep company while I did my sort of
Yeah.
fumbling around as well.
Yep. All right, everyone. Thanks.
Boy.